You open that.
Should fit in here.
I mean, she's in there. Oh, she's in there.
Police department. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah.
Are you Patricia?
No, I'm her daughter here.
This is 50-year-old Carol Ray. She lives with her elderly mother, Patricia, and her lively 3-year-old daughter.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Okay. I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son John. And him and her are having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for 24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
This explanation seemed reasonable to the police. According to Carol, her mother, Patricia, had grown tired of dealing with her manipulative and money-hungry grandson. So she chose to leave and cut off all contact. At least, that's what Carol claimed. What the officers didn't know, what they couldn't possibly imagine. In the days that followed, what began as a routine missing persons report would unravel into one of the most grotesque and disturbing cases the department had ever encountered.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sent them cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
It's clear that you're not telling us the truth. Where is she at, Carol?
Following the interaction with Carol, John couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. His concern for Patricia continued to grow. So, at 11 a.m. on January 22nd, he contacted the police again, this time hoping for a more concrete explanation. Officers arrived at Carol's house for a second time, now determined to get a clear answer to John's growing worries.
Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Tapazzo.
Where's that at?
I think Dr. Tapazzo is up on 11 Mile by what's cardiovascular, I believe.
Okay. What's the doctor?
Dr. Tapazzo.
Do you know how to spell that by chance?
I could take a guess.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe I know. She might put down the Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been staying over at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got pulled from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
The only reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, yeah, he sent you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about. She had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Lisbon Police Department today about it because within 36 hours I can show you my text messages from John.
Okay.
Like he tried getting a hold of her, and like I said, I was in the hospital with diverticulitis.
Right.
And had the kids over like the week after Christmas, and my mom had to go with me and Carol to the hospital. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son John, and he borrows another money from her and doesn't repay it. He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back because he wouldn't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, and I told her about it. And I said, John, I want you to call him before noon tomorrow, or he's going to call the police. Right. She got pissy about that now. Call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to keep care of.
Right.
Okay.
Based on Carol's story, Patricia is back at home and had simply stepped out for a routine doctor's appointment to receive her monthly shot. Everything seems to line up. Carol explained that Patricia had temporarily cut off communication with John over a financial disagreement. It made sense, nothing too unusual. Still, John, being a concerned and attentive grandson, couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. While it appeared to be a simple case of miscommunication, the officers weren't ready to leave things to chance. They decided to collect all of Patricia's information and take a look at her room, just to make sure everything checked out.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, I see where her clothes are and everything. You want to show them where Grandma B's? I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here. We've been letting Allie
Is there a
sleep.
light?
Yep, we've been letting Allie sleep in this bedroom since Grandma B spent the night over at Nikki Carroll so that she can have her stuff on. All my mom's stuff.
And all her clothes are in there.
All my mom's stuff is right there.
Okay.
This is after my mom Grandma B's toilet she typically uses. Here's fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay.
All right, we're good. We get the call, you know, and then there's one side of the story, and then there's the other. So.
At 10:30 last night when I was trying to put the baby to bed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
so that's what, if he's got everyone worked up, like he said, he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The officers have one straightforward task before they can close the case: confirm that Patricia is safe and well with their own eyes. To do that, Officer Pelt decides to place a call to the doctor's office, where Carol claims Patricia is receiving her monthly shot. It seems like a routine check, just a formality, but the call doesn't go as expected.
Hi, this is Casey from Woods Cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett, and she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there, if that's possible.
Okay. Let me go ahead and make sure that we have the patient here, okay?
Okay.
Nope. She's not here. They might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is February the 13th. I know. It's the 14th today. Nope. Her next appointment is February the 13th. 2020, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask a couple of my colleagues just to make sure, like, did she come here or anything
or
like
is
that?
she planning on coming there?
Okay, let me go ahead and place you on a brief hold, okay?
Okay.
Nope, she's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seeing, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that, but we can for sure watch out and contact you.
Suddenly, details start to slip out of alignment. John grows more insistent. He's convinced that Patricia is missing. And now, the only person living with her appears to be lying about her whereabouts. The officers decide to speak with John again, hoping a second conversation will help them make sense of the increasingly strange situation.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home, you guys show up and she's not there.
And that was literally 2 minutes ago. As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here is your mother, is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
For a month.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to you?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
No.
Your grandmother, what?
Our grandma raised us. She's
Raised you,
like
okay.
mother.
Okay.
So, generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's been in and out of our
where
life.
she's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in our life.
Gotcha.
And I just don't want my grandma to be passed away and she's collecting, or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick and my grandma doesn't want to know. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing one, or a dead one.
Well, if she's dead, then, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
Yeah,
I mean, once a person expires or dies, then they are turned over to county court.
Obituaries and everything.
They're turned over to the county coroner. At that time, they're identified, and then that person is, the notification goes out.
Obituaries and
Okay.
everything else.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sending the cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the house.
John's claims are chilling. He doesn't just believe that Carol has been stealing from Patricia and misusing her finances. He fears something far worse. John suspects that his own mother may have killed Patricia. It's a heavy accusation, one that no one makes lightly. And while it's a shocking claim to make about a parent, it's something the officers can't afford to dismiss. The situation has now shifted from a simple welfare check to a potentially serious criminal investigation.
Hello.
Hi again.
Hi.
Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
No,
Where is she at?
we're just getting conflicting information, that's why. So we just have to confirm.
She has two doctors. Step in, because it's freezing out there.
The place- The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
With cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzo is who treats her leukocytic white blood cell cancer. She goes to the Weber Cancer Institute, the one up here at St. John McComb Hospital now. It used to be McComb Hospital, old Mount and Shaner. On the back side of it, there's a place called the Weber Cancer Institute.
Okay. And how did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today.
And sometimes her neighbor across the street.
How did she get there today, though?
I believe her sister.
Her sister?
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
But you don't have your sister's number?
I don't talk with my Aunt Carol or my Uncle.
All right. And I think that might be some of the issues that we're dealing with here is that family members are not talking to each other. They say they talk to each other, but they don't. So people are... That's okay. That's certainly acceptable. Families function in... No, we're not saying that. Families function in different manners, and that's all acceptable. We're just trying to make sure everybody's okay.
She stayed over there.
When the officer came here, she did not speak directly to her.
No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt's. She was here right before last.
Is that your phone?
She was here. Yes, that's the one I just gave you. My mom's over.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady is.
I understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
That's
okay?
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation and CPS up my butt for the past 2 times
We're not
this
here,
year.
but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out if your mom's okay. We got a bunch of people who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car, for my son's car.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I can show you a picture of my daughter and my mom.
She's
sitting on the
sending
couch.
messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now? While we're here.
Yeah. And she's on her way, then shortly we'll be able to resolve this.
If she's on her way here, we'll wait.
Notice the drastic shift in Carol's demeanor the moment she's directly asked to call Patricia. Gone is the casual deflection. Now she becomes noticeably soft-spoken, her responses slow and carefully measured. It's as if each word is being weighed before it's spoken. Even more telling is her body language. As the questions grow more direct, Carol grows increasingly tense. She avoids eye contact, her posture stiffens, and there's a nervous energy in how she carries herself. To the officers watching closely, it's clear, something isn't right.
Yeah. You can see
That's
that
fine.
I'm actually...
You want to put on speakerphone? Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot. I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4 nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club.
Was it possible then that she...
11:45,
I got
11:50.
you. Is it possible then that she could just speak to John directly? Directly.
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face, so that they're at ease.
She's not answering.
We're sending messages to each
You
other.
wanna call her again?
People, and people are just concerned.
She. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was talking. You were talking. Phone was ringing. What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do with her and John, though.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm getting stuck in the middle of it.
Yes, and so are we.
So are we, and we have to figure. We have
trying
to
to
see
get some-
her. You want to just try to call her again? What's the doctor's office she's at?
With cardio. No, the Weber Cancer Center is.
Coincidentally, Officer Peltz places another call to the doctor's office. And once again, there's no record of Patricia ever being there. Not that day, not recently, nowhere. He decides it's time to escalate. Detective Jerry is brought in. With a growing list of inconsistencies and red flags, he knows it's time to formally question Carol and confront her head-on about the web of lies she's been spinning.
Stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do for the house. But if if she starts.
Do you want to do a consent to search first? So we can grab everything else first? Does she have consent?
Yeah, let's see. Well, let's start out with that.
She's already let me go through the house. So we'll go through the little...
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the garage.
Check the cars.
No, I just went through the house. So we'll play nice and easy first with that.
Yeah.
See if there's anything we can gather.
And make sure and get on the consent form to search all the cars in the property.
I can tell her she's sitting there on the couch and I just walked out here to talk to her. And I said, well, Megan hasn't seen her. Oh, it's only my boyfriend. And her daughter's running out around the floor. And she's looking at her like, this could go south quickly. So she's at her breaking point.
Okay.
Just got
Girl, do you have any problems with us checking the house or anything like that?
Don't mind the mess.
Because obviously something's going on here. We're all aware of that. You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
The detectives haven't broken through Carol's defenses just yet, but they're getting extremely close. Her story is wearing thin, and the tension in the room is rising. At this stage, they know that gaining access to the house could change everything. If they can get Carol to give verbal consent to search the property, it might lead them to critical evidence, or at the very least, put enough pressure on her to reveal more than she has so far. One clear answer could unravel the whole case.
You're lying a lot, okay? I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying, okay? I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead, okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol had been caught lying multiple times. Yet, even with all the inconsistencies in her story, detectives still couldn't get her to consent to a search of the property. It left them in a difficult position. All signs pointed to Carol hiding something, possibly even Patricia herself. But without solid evidence, they couldn't definitively tie her to the disappearance. Fortunately, the officers had a strategic workaround in mind involving Carol's current boyfriend, Ricky. Since Ricky had been living in the home alongside Carol, he legally had the authority to grant access to any shared or common areas of the property. And in this case, that meant police could search most of the house, even without Carol's permission. As long as Ricky wasn't involved in Patricia's disappearance, he'd have no reason to deny the search.
Hi, Ricky? Yeah. Detective Garrett. How are you? When was the last time you saw Patricia? Like, physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her, it's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us? So we can just sit there and talk?
What's this about?
Well, we want to find Patricia, but we're getting...
She's not at her sister's house?
No.
Thankfully, Ricky seems unaware of any wrongdoing and agrees to the search. His consent gives officers legal access to most of the home. If they find anything serious, they'll need a warrant to go further. For now, they begin with a quick search of the backyard and the cars.
You open that?
Should fit in here.
I mean...
Ooh, buddy.
Oh. Alright.
What'd you say?
Towels. There's in here. She's in there.
She's in the house?
Oh, she's in there.
Open it up, let's see.
Well, hold on, I don't know. Hold on. Well, hold on.
I don't know. I'm not just...
What?
Nah. I don't know. He's looking. I don't... Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that gray bin and it's full of towels and it stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
You gotta get the search warrant up.
Huh? For what?
If it's in there, Bodecker wants us.
For what?
If there's
We're searching for the body.
Yes, if there's
a bloody pillow in here. It's not.
I just opened up a big plastic storage bin and smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So that's kind of where we're at.
There's still moisture on the top of that. I open it and there's still moisture on the top, so that's not been in there long.
And they were somebody we got to talk to over there. They said, hey, you know, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was gone. This dude? Whose boyfriend is it?
This is the girl, Carol's.
The daughter.
I say we bring him in.
Not only had they found Patricia's deceased body in a storage bin, but the remains hadn't fully decomposed, still damp, confirming the murder had occurred within the last 2 months. Just as John feared, the horrific discovery made one thing undeniable. Carol Ray had killed her mother and had been hiding the truth for weeks. But she might not have acted alone. Ricky had been living in the house for months, and detectives believed it was nearly impossible for him not to have known. With that, Carol was arrested on the spot, and Ricky was detained for further questioning.
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Turn off the chains behind your back, okay? You guys gotta set it up. Think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
Following Carol and Ricky's arrest, both were placed in separate holding cells as they waited for detectives to arrive at the station. Hours passed. Finally, detectives called Carol in for her first interrogation.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here. Okay.
Like I was saying at the house, the further we let this keep rolling, the further it's going to get without you being able to, you know, shed some light on this, okay?
If I say something and it comes out wrong or something like that, I don't want it used because it was an accident. And I'm just, I have an attorney here, so if I explain the process.
If you explain the truth, then it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe so.
Can I ask you this, Carol? Does this involve anybody else?
What about Ricky?
So, that night, we were sleeping. It was, I have a Ruger 9mm with a laser between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the bag. My mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun and I went running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit, with my right foot, I hit the stupid shelter that was right in my hand like this. And it went off. And it freaked me out. And I didn't know if it had hurt this person. It did because she didn't do anything when I shook her shoulder. And then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, Mom. And I pulled her on the floor. And I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth. And then I just panicked from there. I didn't know what to do after that. I only went out one time. But I thought somebody had broken the window or something like that. There was a huge, loud crash in the front area towards the kitchen.
If a suspect is genuinely emotional when recalling a traumatic event, they often struggle to recall specific details. Their speech breaks down. They stutter, pause, or fail to form full sentences. But Carol was different. Despite crying, she calmly delivered a detailed timeline of how she killed Patricia. That level of composure under emotional distress raised suspicion. It suggested her story wasn't spontaneous or entirely truthful. More importantly, it hinted the murder wasn't a mistake, as she claimed. Now, with her version on record, detectives had a roadmap. It didn't take long to find evidence that contradicted it. The very next day, they brought Carol out of her cell and back into the interrogation room. As you watch this interview, pay attention to the new evidence detectives introduce and how they use it to unravel Carol's story.
They actually did an autopsy on your mom, and they found some puncture wounds in her neck. 3 puncture wounds. Not an old scar, but actual fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those get there? Nothing at all? You didn't stab her with anything after the fact? Not saying you were killing her, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I don't know, maybe to put her out of her misery if she was suffering or anything like that.
She didn't even respond. He kept going. She didn't even respond to that.
Because here's what I don't want to get caught up, is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death or contributed to cause of death, it can be really bad for you. So we have to get everything out here now. If you did try to do something with those wounds, that they'll cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her neck?
I don't know unless she had testing or anything like that. I didn't have anything to do with those wounds on her neck.
Carol Ray was ultimately found responsible for the brutal murder of her own mother. Investigators determined she had killed Patricia back in November and kept her body hidden for nearly 2 months. Though she never admitted to the crime, her lies and the mounting evidence made the truth undeniable. Ricky was briefly considered a suspect, but his calm, cooperative behavior and verifiable statements quickly cleared him of any involvement. Carol was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and theft of over $20,000. She now faces life behind bars.